Om. Great. Om. 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 God in the happening of the 31st live stream teaching of SATYAVEDISM, entitled Om SV Metabriefing and Experiment, Lssv 31. Om. So the previous teaching, Lssv 30, was yesterday, get turn yesterday, and this is the next teaching that is going to be a little experimental and, as said, meta in information, Satyavedism informationing. So, the first point, there are a few teachings that were referred to previously that were forthcoming for the live streams, and those few are going to be in another order, seemingly, because this is about spontaneity. It's not about organizing to the point of having to do certain teachings because those teachings were mentioned as having a number. So those upcoming live stream teachings are still going to happen, God in the happening of manifesting, but those will have different numbers. So that is the first meta information, is if there was keeping track of that, and this keeps track of this information very carefully. So, but if there was keeping track of that, then that is the explanation. There is an upcoming webinar, God in the happening of, that should be an introduction to the what is called the info port, for short, as a nickname on the God in the form of Gitvo, the Satyavedism website. So that is a portal that leads to actually two portals, but one main portal of information for those that are first coming upon God and the Happening of SATYAVEDISM, and would like information, sort of generally what SATYAVEDISM is about, and then actually introductory teachings. So that is upcoming very shortly in eternity, and that should be helpful and be a way to point to that information and have it explained more, so that it is more inviting to and understandable. All right, and within that portal, there is information having to do with certain activities that can be done that are directly involved with the nonprofit organization SVMPO, that's SATYAVEDISM nonprofit, and the SATYAVEDISM, the Absolute Church of SATYAVEDISM, and other activities such as the online Gurukulam that is available, and this involves all of these involve direct teachings, apparently as satyavatara, as Satguru directly. So if there's interest in proceeding with such information, there is going to be pointing to that in the webinar, and there can be asking questions or making comments that would so that there could be more information provided for that. There's already online teachings and announcements with that information, but it can be that can be made to specific questions can be answered, etc. Next is the two God in the form of GitHo and GitHo Discord servers, where there is what would be called community. There's also the GitHo the Facebook SATYAVEDISM group, which is also a form of what is called community, but the Discord servers are more have a lot of more information and structure, and that has already been demonstrated through the one of the webinars, WSSV 1, and there's going to be displaying this second server, which is for the SATYAVEDISM church, nonprofit, organization, etc. Then there is an upcoming community, which is a new form of what would be called social media on God Until Tech Internet, and that is called GitFo, Topia, and Neos. Topia is a virtual a GitFo virtual world, quote unquote, in fiction. It's online, GitFo internet based, and it is similar to say Skype or GitFo Zoom, but it has it can have a world that is constructed so that those that would be within it with the communicating through video and audio would happen upon seemingly one another within a terrain or a virtual world. So there is going to be an online gift, God in the form of SATYAVEDISM, Mathesh Rama Pitham, 1 and 2 virtual online There is one that is continuous, and that is not, quote, virtual, and that is where this body resides. And so those two online, one will be the Neos, and the other is Topia, and the other is what is called Neos, and that is a virtual world as well, using God Intel Tech virtual reality specifically, and virtual reality equipment, what are called headsets, etc. And there's use of virtual avatars. So it would be avatar for an avatar for an avatar, or an avatar, or whatever, for all bodies, God in the form of that would be using such capabilities as the internet evolves, God Intel Tech further. That is going to be the way it expands. So SATYAVEDISM, there is going to be building of virtual worlds, and those what are called the GIFO 2 Mathashrama Pithams, the online Mathashrama Pithams. So that is under construction, and just at the very what would be called beginning in eternity, and to be worked upon, a work in progress, and that there should be with the GIFO Seva, perhaps they'll be expanding upon that more, in that going into that terrain. There is a lot more information, but those are some of the notable aspects. Now, it's probably noticed that, and has been mentioned, the production for the GIFO live streams of SATYAVEDISM, and then live teachings, including webinars and all, that has evolved because of the ability to have other technologies and access to God Intel Tech, what is called equipment, computers, and software, etc., and all of that has evolved now to being able to have these capabilities. So is probably noticed. So the further capabilities are that there should be participation through what is called commenting on the various GIFO platforms. So that would be GIFO, Facebook, and YouTube, and Twitch, and etc. And those presences are there. They're noted on the screen there and all. There are more presences, but those are the main ones. So there should be more participation through the commenting, and of course the commenting is going to show periodically or continuously on the as a component of the live streaming, as displayed here, and then all of these elements can be turned on and off. So it's depending. So further participation is, as can be seen in the description quote description of that accompanies this live stream, there are links and there's information on how there can be participation. So the first one is the Discord link, Gitfo, the Discord link that starts with discord.gg and then the rest of that address. And there can be participation for those that are already seemingly present in the first Discord 1 server. And so there can be showing, there's going to be showing specifically where, but this is speaking generally right now in eternity. So, or there can be joining the Discord server through that link, if there's not already a presence, which is highly encouraged because it is truly an awesome Gitfo platform with many capabilities, and this should be grown and expanded. And then this is probably already known, what is called Skype, Gitfo Skype, and the handle, there's no URL for the presence, but the handle is SATYAVEDISM, so it's at SATYAVEDISM. So if there's wanting to speak through Skype, so there's participation through Discord, there's participation through Skype, that's at SATYAVEDISM. Then the next two here are Gitfo, the presences that are on the one moment. They was tending to Gitfo Miko, Mika. So the next two links there are to the Gitfo, the SATYAVEDISM presences on Facebook that are associated with Gitfo Swami name. So that first of the two should be the other way around. That first one is to Facebook Messenger, and the second one is to the Facebook link, and they're interlinked. So either which way, it can be accessed through those links. To use Facebook Messenger in order to participate by calling. And at some point, there is going to be video interactioning that will be live streamed as well. And there are capabilities that can be done in various ways through the multi-platforms that are mentioned now in Eternity, or also through the streaming that is occurring that is what would be called browser-based, but still can be accessed through God Intel Tech mobile. And that would be multi-screen, the participationing that is visual, exchanging God, speaking to God about God back and forth and all. So all those capabilities are now able to be executed. So it's a matter of what specific sort of teachings occur and under what circumstances that those various modes would be used. So, but this live streaming is going to possibly experiment with the what would be called audio participationing on the platformings that are mentioned, and with the through those links and all. So I would like to there should be proceeding to Discord just as an example to show what is being explained. All right. So this is Discord server 1, Gitfo. This is just entitled Gitfo SATYAVEDISM at Discord. And then say this is in the announcements channel. And so for participationing, if they're scrolling down past SATYAVEDISM General, then there are Gitfo voice channels, voice and video channels here. And so right above that, in the SATYAVEDISM General, there is displaying a channel entitled Restream IO Chat Gitfo. So this is where there can be chatting within, apparently within Discord, quote unquote, what is chatting, commenting, participationing, and is typing in information to be read and to be also displayed possibly periodically within the live streaming. So that's right here. And then there can be response from here as well, back and forth. And then just below this, in the Gitfo SATYAVEDISM voice and video and voice, there's the first channel here is a voice channel. That's VC, stands for voice, and hyphen live streams. So this is where there would be clicking to click what's called clicking into the channel, and then being able to hear if there were more than one, say, presences within a voice channel or video channel, then there would be hearing or each presence, GIFO, and participation. So this then gets pulled into the live stream, and then there should be hearing what is being said back and forth. So but there has to be being careful about not, say, listening to the live stream at the same time, because then there might be an echo effect and feedback. So there would be listening to what is being said through that channel, and then it comes out into the live streaming. God and the happening of. And then there's another channel that is for the satsangas and the webinars, these that are lighting up right here. So live streams lighting up, then underneath satsangas, and then GitHo webinars, etc. So this is where there's, and then if there's wanting to speak and maybe chat, text based at the simultaneously, then there would be being present in, quote unquote, a presence apparent in the live streams channel, audio channel, and then texting in the Restream IO channel. Also, just because this is displaying, it might as well be showing. This is the second server, God in the form of, that is for SATYAVEDISM, SVAC, the church and the nonprofit organization, and just in general, the organization. God in the form of, God in the happening of. All right. So it is highly encouraged that there be joining, again, the God in the form of SATYAVEDISM Discord server, even if there is not really familiarity yet with what is called Discord. And despite whatever the name is, it's just a label and it does not really mean anything ultimately. It's about the functionality. So, and then also, again, there's a Facebook group as well on Facebook that is also entitled SATYAVEDISM. But that is not set up for audio receiving yet. All right, so let's to show the info portal just generally for. All right, so this is a main important link on the GIFO website. And again, they'll be going into this more. But there's pointing out the volunteering, the God service, aka SATYAVEDISM, SVMPO Seva. So if there's interest in that, then there should be going to the info port and and examining this information, and also for sannyasa, if there's interest in that, swami ordination, God and the happening of. But the first steps, if there's interest, would be the seva. And then the possibility of the Gurukulam for those apparent bodies, apparent primary bodies that are not of age or that are considered, quote, minor, for introduction to the true self. And then also SVMO Siddha, which involves is the magical order of Satyavedism. There's interest in that. So these are just generally being mentioned. And this would be those different activities would involve the Gitfo satyavatara as what is called Satguru, apparently directly. Of course, this is Satguru for God in the form of the whole world. But it would be apparently, seemingly more direct than that. So that is just some general information that might be of interest. Now the experimenting. So the experimenting already has been occurring because of the commenting. So the commenting is already, as seen here, already addressed that yes, the virtual reality, God and the happening of the virtual reality and all, that is just in the what would be called naissance. It's at the very beginnings. There has been a lot of God information researching. So there is great knowledge, but there has to be God manifesting actual the actual different stages of that occurring. So Gitpo Dinesh yes God is great great, not even greatest, great God awesomeness. All right, now are there any is there any apparent presence on those apparent God in the form of platforms mentioned, what is AKA what is called social media, which really is not, because it's just God until tech and ways of God transmitting God information for propagation, some of which is useful and some apparently maybe not, but so what are called in fiction social media. So some of the experimenting here is to see what will happen. Truly spontaneous, always, because God is spontaneous. Everything that seemingly is planned is still spontaneous anyway, but But true God manifesting is completely spontaneous. So, it's to be seen what is to occur. Because whatever occurs or doesn't occur is meant to be, always. And this, of course, can be silent. There's no end to how silent this can be as well. And then this would be teaching that. Hey, Gifomika. Hey. Oh, another component, which might be interesting. Is okay. etc. Well, This is virtual teleporting. Virtual avataric teleporting. God blessings. So again, the experimentation is to see what can happen, what is to happen, what is to God manifest, purely God spontaneity. That is a teaching. This is a teaching. So there is ability to participate through what are called the links that are the links in the what is called the in fiction a description. So there is mentioning this in case there is presence and with no apparent contexting. Is there hearing? Om. There's voice. Test. Testing. Hmm. Om. Unhappy functioning. Om. Let's see. Yes. Hmm. Again, this is God manifesting, God experimenting. Spontaneously, just to see what God can manifest, what occurs spontaneously, as is all action and silent teaching. Oh yes, there is the GIFO Casiome. There is the ability to add filters, but there was not wanting to overwhelm with all of this, okay, all of these capabilities. But yes, definitely, there are there are many filters that can be added to the live streaming as well. Perhaps one of the upcoming live streams, like there can be demonstrating that, yeah, and can be integrated. Many filters. So there's audio voice filters and visual filters. Where is this? It's this is maybe look at the camera. It's called GIFO Snap Camera. Okay. GIFO. And also on Gitfo Skype, there's a presence as satyavatara as well. So it's SATYAVEDISM at Skype and also satyavatara, but that doesn't have a handle. That would be would have to look that up by a search. But the SATYAVEDISM one has what's called a handle. Oop. Oh, 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 God omniscience. Om. God omnipresence. Om. God omnipotence. Om. Om, om, om. Om. God alone exists. God alone is reality. I am God. I am God. I am God. Om, 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 om. Om, 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 om. Om. Oop, didn't translate. Translated into another language. God, omni-translational. Messenger. Facebook Messenger. All right. So review the meta information that was given earlier in the GIFO live stream. And if there's any commenting or questioning, etc., then that relay that information through the many different ways and channels of God information exchanging. And though there is to be continuing and developing this. So, but this was the first actual experimenting in the live streaming. Officially commenced. God awesomeness. So the teachings got in the form of the live streams, webinars, etc., all the Zoom teachings, and and those that got in the form of those interested in seva, etc., direct teachings through video conferencing, etc. All of this is now in effect, and this is to go forward seemingly in God eternity with regularity. Now that all of the ways, all that got in the form of the technology, God Intel Tech now is at the level, the highest level enough to be able to withstand all of this. God blessings. God love. God absolute love. Blessings. God peace.